Good morning, everyone. It's Jane Portalupi and Tim Borges. We are here in the vineyard. It's early April, and we are so excited because it is so warm this week. It's going to be 77 today, and we've just gotten through just a huge rainfall season. So Tim's going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the vineyard, and we'll get caught up on spring season.
Well, good morning, everyone. Yes, it's a beautiful April morning. It's like the 5th of April. Like Jane said, winter is over, pretty much. We had a heavy rainy season through March, and which we always need the water for the growing season to hold in the reservoirs. So it's sort of the unofficial beginning of the 2011 vintage, and I say that because now the ground is beginning to warm up after about a week of temperatures actually in the mid to high 80s, and as Jane said, it's going to be upper 70s today. So as the ground warms, the vines react, knowing it's springtime, and you can see a slight bit of bud break occurring. So that is sort of the unofficial beginning of the 2011 harvest. We're starting the growing season. Along with that being said, the next activities that are going to take place out here in the vineyard, now that the ground is dried up, we can get out here with tractors and we'll be disking the cover crop in between the rows of grapes. And the cover crop is something we put in because it stays there through winter and provides a stability to the soil and doesn't allow erosion from the heavy rain, so our soils stay intact. So it will be disked under, and it also decomposes and provides a slight bit of nutrients to the soil, but more importantly, it's there to stabilize the soils in the winter during the winter rains. So that's the next activity that's going to be taking place out here from the farming standpoint of grape growing. And as the last time we probably talked, it was late January, and we had just started or finished, we're in the midst of pruning, and we had a little frost on the vine, and so the vines had been dormant since that time up until just this last week or so. So here we go. We're looking for a great 2011 harvest.
So Tim, I know that we've had like 128%, to the norm rainfall. What impact is the rain going to have on the vines this year?
Well, relatively little, in that most of that rain came while the vines were dormant. However, it does have a slight effect because that water is still in the ground, and the mindset of a grapevine is a combination of the soil warming and staying stable, letting it know it's time to bud out, and also a reduction of moisture in the soil also triggers that same effect. So we may get a slightly later bud break than normal by virtue there's still a lot of water in the ground. However, we have been getting extremely warm weather right after the rain season, so probably the balance of those two is going to make it a typical bud break. But yes, the water does have some effect. More importantly, we have water in the reservoirs, which is a good thing to know, so that if we have a hot growing season, late summer, we can turn the drip on them and give them a little drink of water.
Cool. All right, let's get to work.
Okay.